One thing that we are talking about to customers is how to create real emotional value for a product, which can be quite difficult for them to understand, and they think that might not be possible. But just think of if your house is burning down, what would be the first thing or the one thing besides your family that you would want to rescue? And very often actually it is, you know, the personal stuff, the personal memories, also the things that are really dear to you are things that you have inherited from somebody. Very often these are things that you don't really even like, that you might not have bought yourself, but they are great value to you because they belong to somebody you loved. So in the information that we are making, we have one chapter which is called Designing and Loving Memory. And companies ask me, like, how do I play into that? Because, you know, a product does not get emotional value until it has a certain history to it. So I cannot make a new product that already has that. Which is actually not true, because I have a couple of different examples of how you can actually indeed create more emotional value and a different function to your product from the start. One way to stay close to the products that you inherit are companies that provide a service where you can actually take the product that you inherited and have them make it into something else. Because a lot of the times you inherit stuff that you love because it was from your dear grandmother, but they're totally ugly. You don't actually want them in your house. So you can have somebody chop them up and turn them into something new. And it might actually be an interesting idea to come up with a kind of generational design where each generation would add something to an heirloom and then pass it on to the next generation. Another thing is that you design a product from a completely different angle. For instance, there's a group of Japanese designers who are designing furniture based on childhood memories. So this one guy, he just thought of himself sitting on his daddy's shoulders, walking through the park. And he designed a stool for adults that actually, if you sit on it, it kind of feels like you are sitting on somebody's shoulders again, because you're really sitting down with the head between your legs. It's a really abstract shape, but it will give you that same feeling, which is different than what we see now. It's just taking a childhood cartoon character that and putting it on a t-shirt. It still doesn't give you that same feeling that you had when you were actually watching that cartoon as a child. Another group of designers is a Polish designer called Agnieszka. She has a really good project where she buys old furniture from like cafes and restaurants. She puts it in a new type of plexiglass case, making it into a more modern table. And then she can polarize the glass and project onto that glass an image of where that table used to be, of the history of that table. So this way you do create a new product using something from past times and actually exploit that history and give people a new product that has history and value to it already.